Hi guys, today I have a game for you in my Tier 8 Tech Tree torpedo boat, the Kagero. Oh my god, if the Garing was a Tech Tree, Tier 8 Tech Tree ship, oh my god. But I have the Halloween camouflage on this. I think I got it from a crate, which is pretty much the only reason why it's on there. I did have this ship when it was Tier 9. This ship at Tier 9 was my most played ship for the longest time. Then a couple things happened. One, they put it at Tier 8. Two, the Harekaze came out. In my opinion, the Harekaze is a 10 times better Kagero for the simple fact of I can beat up other destroyers. My torpedoes are my main weapon when I'm dealing with other ships, even cruisers. Staying away from cruisers is usually pretty good. Keeping my battleships alive is also a good choice. But I recently did a video in the Holland that says, DDs win games. You're damn right, destroyers win games, and everyone else just helps. Keeping my AA off because, well, this is absolutely probably on fighting battle for the worst AA in a game. Now, it's the reason why I stayed next to the Fiji. While the Fiji may be a lower tier ship, it's still more AA. Oh my god, I almost had a heart attack when I saw I shot down 2 planes. Tier 8 destroyers is really where you learn how to stay the hell away from radar. Chapayev can stealth radar, i.e. you're going to spot it and he can hit the fuck you button. Cleveland is 9 kilometers. Baltimore? Whatever the Tier 8 US one is 10 kilometers. I think it's Baltimore. Because it's Seattle, then Brewster, then it's Buffalo, then Des Moines. I am taking a very aggressive approach here. Why? I've got RPF. Number 2, I literally didn't spot anything. The carrier hasn't spotted anything in the middle. Nobody's coming to... What is this? C? Like, nobody's coming to the center cap. I don't understand why. This is usually the hardest cap to get. It's kind of out in the open. We've got it. Oh, look at that. 5.4 detection coming into play as the Bunsen rounds the corner. My god, am I starting to miscall ships. Now, my escape plan is to go around this island back to the Fiji. Fortunately, the Bunsen decided, yeah, no, I'm going to come out and stop you from doing that. Luckily, I didn't get spotted. That was luck, not skill. Skill was recognizing, crap, don't go forward because he will spot you. And all these guys are going to shoot you. I do run priority target on destroyers over preventative maintenance. I think maybe I got preventative maintenance. And that's what I don't know because I don't play this ship as much anymore. I do that because I prefer to know how many assholes are shooting at me instead of trying to keep shit alive. If I'm going to keep stuff alive, it's by not being spotted and dodging shells. So if I was spotted there and only one guy was seeing me, I'd know I'd be safe to continue going around. I necessarily may not have to use my speed boost or my smoke, depending on how close and all that stuff is, than it is keeping stuff alive. Now, I noticed that the enemy, for the most part, they're fairly heavily over here. We've got a Cleveland, a Mass, and something else at A, while the enemy got the Mahan, Alabama, and Otago. Our West Virginia and London are mid, so they can still support the B cap. You know, the enemy is... Right here is my torpedoes nailed the Charnors that were meant for the stupid cruiser, the Shores. Still hate that ship. Not as much as I hate the Omaha. have a general rule for myself in destroyers. 2 smokes for the team, 1 for me. Two smokes that I will use to help the team, even in my gunboats, and 1 smoke for me to be selfish. Hey, they're my smokes, why not? I use this Fiji for his AA. This Fiji's in a bad spot right now. He's trying to use the island for cover. What I'm trying to do is the smoke is on it, trying to come to give this guy smoke. I should have said something. But I'm going to hit the smoke button, my speed boost, to give this guy as big of a smoke cloud as possible. The reason I say I should have said something is because, oh look, there's a smoke cloud right in front of me. That has to be his. Right? So unfortunately, there was a mishap with the smokes there. I noticed the Benson's going to A, going the upper route. What I'm thinking is we're down a destroyer. The only thing that's going to slow these guys down is potentially being torpedoed and harassed. Let me stay in this area. The Benson's still in the area. The Gallant is still in this area. But there are plenty of ships I can still hit. The Cleveland's in this area with his 9-kilometer radar. And the Fuso slows down. I'm thinking, you son of a bitch. But I take up this position to spot for the Fiji. I just literally gave the guy smoke. Oh, look, the Gallant's pushing in. Hey, maybe the Fiji's going to help me kill the Gallant, which means I can actually do more things. But I will also spot torpedoes for that Fiji in case this Hydro's down. I can quite simply just skedaddle forward a little bit and get unspotted if I really needed to. I'm willing to trade some of my health to keep the Gallant spotted. Hey, the Fiji shot the DD, which made it so much easier for me to finish. Crap, here comes the carrier. It's still pointless for me to turn on my AA. It really is that bad, guys. Like, even having it on would pretty much not even affect me doing anything. But look, we got rid of another one of their destroyers. That means they only have 1 left. Well, I would like to keep my cruisers alive. Oh, look, there's a Chapayev. I really would love to keep alive a radar ship. But what I'm thinking is the Benson looks like he's making moves to come deal with the other guys. Like, he's going to make his play to sea. I want to slow these guys from coming out of D. I sent torpedoes against the Cleveland. Sorry for the clearing of my throat. All I need to do is keep distance away from him while I'm going at Chapayev. Like, I swear to God, this carrier is spotting me. But this guy's spotting me, and these guys aren't shooting me. The carrier should realize, hey, oh my God, something freaking shot me. So the carrier is spotting me wasn't the waste as, boom, there goes the Cleveland. Devastating strike. Torpedoes are my main damage. That's why this thing is set up for a torpedo boat. Now, I should have said, Chappie, come to me, I have smoke. But I'm trying to get to him. I'm going to pop my smoke, and then I'm going to say, hey, man, use my smoke. Now, if this guy wants to sit in here and then use every last second of it and then get his ass blasted, well, there's not much I can do about that. But hey, if he gets in there and uses it, gets a fire, I can get a flood. Yes, this smoke is suiting 2 people. 1, I'm keeping him alive. 2, if he gets a fire, I could potentially get a flood and finish something off. Keeping my radar alive. Oh, look, the Bunsen is on sea. I know it's the Bunsen. Why? Because our carrier is flying planes over it and nothing spotted. So it's got to be the Bunsen. What I am thinking is the mass is going to be able to deal with the Bunsen. The Bunsen is probably looking at the situation going, The best things I can do is actually go after the group that's at that just took our home cap. Trying to keep my Chapayev alive. Hey, guess what else that smoke cloud did, guys? Made the Byron push away. Because he's being harassed by something in smoke and being spotted by something he can't see. Hell, Super Carrier is so overpowered, he must be spotting all these guys instead of me. This is what I mean by destroyers are that powerful. Carriers can heavily influence the game by spotting the DDs and getting rid of them and people shooting them. But if nobody wants to do that, it's not going to happen. Oh, look, guess what's going to happen, guys? Boom, another devastating strike. Hey, that just leaves one more ship to potentially dove strike. Now it's Russian bias versus Russian bias. As our champion did decide to use every single last waking moment of that smoke. But hey, man, he's got a DD out here doing some pretty good work up against these guys, trying to keep them alive. Doing everything I can to keep my helper alive. Fortunately, I'm down to my... This smoke is for me. As the synop says, well, tough shit, Cookie, you're dead. Did I fail in keeping the guy alive? Maybe. But at the same time, the guy should have realized smoke is ending. Get out of dodge. Give me distance. Cheppy isn't very tanky. It's more explodey. Our Fiji's doing an excellent job of staying alive. And this is what I mean by, like, our mass is going to be... should be able to help the team with the Benson. Am I being greedy? Stopping these guys? Well, hey, guess what I'm doing? Giving these guys information. This Synop has to make a decision. There's a destroyer over here who's dove struck two things. Killed the Cleveland. Killed the Byron. I waited for this guy to pick his lane as yay lag. I waited for this guy to pick his... where he's going to go, where he's going to settle in. As I don't know why, the replay shows him lag, but I waited. I also know he's going to pick up speed when he comes out of his turn, and he picks that up. Can we all guess what's going to happen here? Goodbye, Synop. 3 dev strikes and high caliber. Hey, I'm free to actually go after this this decap. This one I noticed. Oh man, maybe I should have gone after the Benson. The Benson's on B cap. Pretty much said, "Fuck you, team," and just left. Left his team high and dry. At the same point, I'm leaving our carrier high and dry. At the same point, our carrier should realize, oh crap, there's something capping B. I should head to D. But he's not. Now, I give out chat, sad face for me. I'm 1 away from a Kraken. But I'm like, oh, maybe somebody could get this guy low. He's definitely well within torp range. Oh, torp range. Of course he's in torp range. He's definitely within gun range. I'm only going to send one set of torpedoes after I see that. And then Cleveland finishes them off. I'm like, ah, crap. There really goes my chance after the Kraken. I'm like, oh, wait. Maybe if our carrier dies, I can get to that Benson. I have no words. No words to describe what our carrier is doing. Or let me rephrase that. The only words that I have to describe what our carrier is doing are not kid-friendly. Some of them probably aren't adult-friendly. And I don't want YouTube coming down too harshly on me for this, so I'm going to let you think of your own words of what I think of what our carrier is doing. For the longest time, something was camping B. For Christ's sake, what the hell is left? A battleship and a destroyer. Oh, wait, no. A carrier and a destroyer. Well, it ain't the damn carrier because he spotted and we're dealing with it. Why did you wait this long to do something? And I'm actually rooting for the Bunsen to kill this guy. I'm like, man, if the Bunsen kills this guy, maybe he's going to come towards us. And I can make up some distance because I just used my freaking speed boost.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
So I'm not getting down there anytime soon. Like, maybe our Bunsen can kill our carrier. We got A cap. We got C cap. We got whatever cap I just capped, D. So, worst case scenario, Bunsen kills the CV. Then he goes and caps A. Well, guess what? We're just going to cap B chasing this guy. Points aren't in his favor, and time's not in his favor. And I go, kind of room for the Bunsen. Sorry, CV. You know, because, yeah, I want to get the Kraken. But more importantly, you know, I'm the only one left that can, I don't want to say deal with them. The carrier can obviously deal with them. Not so much, but he can spot the guy and we can all shoot him. You know, there's that. But let's be realistic. You know, the Benson's not going to get this guy. Not going to get him a timer. Carrier was smart enough to at least run away after the Benson popped up right next to him and took some health away from him. Points are ticking up way too fast. So, at this point, we're really just probably going to cut the video and go to the post-battle results. Now, I do hope you guys enjoyed this replay. I do hope you take something away from this replay. I do more or less play for the team. While I was still doing campaign missions, it was a little bit more focused on the team. That is some of the reason why I stayed where I stayed, because I was completing 2 objectives. I was completing campaign personal missions, and I was still helping the team. I gave smoke to cruisers. I spotted for my cruisers. Hell, I killed the destroyer. I killed the radar so that my smoke cruiser didn't have to worry about that radar. I do hope you guys take something away from this game. I do hope you enjoyed this game. I do appreciate all the support you guys do give me. Please remember to hit that. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button and have yourselves one heck of a great day.